Hello and welcome to Express News. In the next half an hour, we'll get you all the latest news and updates. My name is Abhishek Mahajan. We'll start with the top story. On the 13th day of the winter session, the Indian Parliament's lower house of the Lok Sabha passed the 3 revised criminal bills. Bills aim to replace the Indian Penal Code, the Code of Criminal Procedure and the Indian Evidence Act. India's Home Minister Amit Shah has passed the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita 2023, the Bharatiya Nagarik Suraksha Sanhita 2023 and the Bharatiya Sakshya Bill 2023 in Lok Sabha on December 20th, 2023. The Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita retains most offences from the Indian Penal Code. It adds community service as a form of punishment. The President of India, Draupadi Murmu, visited a village in India's southern state of Telangana where she interacted with the local handloom weavers and workers in the region. While addressing the occasion, President Draupadi Murmu appreciated the initiative of putting the Government of India tag in the handloom garments. She also praised the weavers for using solar energy by quoting it a good initiative. India's Health Minister Dr. Mansukh Mandavia reviewed the COVID-19 situation and preparedness of public health system for surveillance, containment and management in view of rising COVID-19 cases in some parts of the country. Dr. V.K. Paul, member of Niti Aayog, said in a statement after the meet that there was no need to panic and that 90% of the patients were recovering and at home. The Health Minister of Southern Indian state of Kerala, Veena George, said that there is no need to panic even though the cases of COVID-19 are increasing in the state. As per the Global TB Report 2023 published by World Health Organization, the estimated number of drug-resistant tuberculosis in India has reduced by 21% from 140,000 in 2015 to 100,000 in 2022. India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi has invited people to share their ideas and suggestions for his program Mann Ki Baat, which will be broadcast on 31st December on DD India. The Viksit Bharat Sankalp Yatra, the largest ever outreach initiative of Government of India, is bringing the promise of empowerment and has reached the Balyan Panchayat of Udhampur in the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir. The Viksit Bharat Sankalp Yatra travels through the Anandpur district of southern Indian state of Andhra Pradesh. As part of the program, short films of the schemes implemented by the central government were shown to the public. The Dalai Lama, a Tibetan spirituality leader, inaugurated the first International Sangh Forum in Indian state, Bihar, Bodh Gaya. Local authorities geared up the preparations and decorations ahead of the opening ceremony of Ram Temple in Ayodhya, a city in Indian state of Uttar Pradesh. Heavy rains continue to lash parts of the southern Indian state of Tamil Nadu. The state's chief minister appealed to the national government for assistance in light of the devastating impact caused by the heavy rainfall. The Indian Army and the Indian Air Force helicopters conducted relief operations, airdropping over 10 tons of essential supplies. A helicopter took off from the southern Indian city of Madurai early morning with 350 kilograms of food relief material to airdrop in rain-affected areas of the state. The Shastra Seema Bal is commemorating its 60th Raising Day today with the commitment to a safe, secure and prosperous India. In India, the digital payments have significantly increased in the recent years. The total digital payment transactions volume increased from 2,071 crore in financial year 2017-18 to 13,462 crore in financial year 2022-2023. At close, the Sensex was down 930.88 points or 1.30% at 70,506.31. Nifty was down 302.90 points or 1.41% at 21,150.20. Gold futures recorded a hike on the multi-commodity exchange on Wednesday after recording a marginal hike of 0.17%. Silver futures maturing on March 5th, 2023 also witnessed a jump of 0.24%. Oil rose slightly on Wednesday as investors kept an eye on the situation in the Red Sea after recent attacks by Iran-aligned Yemeni Houthi militants. Brent crude futures rose 23 cents at $79.46 $74 a barrel, while US West Texas Intermediate crude climbed 30 cents to $74.24 a barrel. Indian rupee ended at 83.17 per dollar on Wednesday against Tuesday's close of 83.18. British Finance Minister Jeremy Hunt said on Wednesday that there was still further to go on tackling inflation as British inflation plunged in November to its lowest rate in over 2 years. Wall Street extended its rally, advancing on the day as last week's dovish policy pivot from the Federal Reserve continued to reverberate and investors looked ahead to crucial inflation data. The S&P 500 gained 27.81 points to end at 4,768.37 points, while the Nasdaq Composite gained 98.03 points to 15,003.22. The Colorado Supreme Court has disqualified former President Donald Trump from ballot in state's presidential primary next year over his role in the January 6, 2021 attack on the U.S. Capitol by his supporters. New York Governor Kathy Hochul authorized a commission to consider preparation for the state's role in perpetuating historic discrimination against African Americans, making New York the second U.S. state after California to launch such an effort. The United Nations Security Council has delayed a vote on a resolution calling for ceasefire in Gaza. The United States has expressed concerns that the text fails to sufficiently address Israeli security concerns. Israeli troops and Hamas militants fought fierce gun battles on the streets of Gaza's second biggest city on Wednesday as the UN delayed vote to boost aid deliveries to Gaza. Iran-backed Houthi rebels have defied US efforts to protect commercial ships in the Red Sea by promising more attacks on vessels. The group says it will only stop if Israel suspends its military campaign in Gaza. Chinese President Xi Jinping met visiting Russian Prime Minister Mikhail Mishustin in Beijing on Wednesday. The meeting comes after the annual bilateral trade surpassed $200 billion for the first time this year. In a statement, Xi stressed that maintaining close ties with Russia was a strategic choice. Both leaders also signed agreements on customs, inspection, quarantine and market supervision. The European Parliament and member states struck a major deal on Wednesday to reform the bloc's migration policy. The pact focuses on screening irregular migrants when they arrive in the European Union. Kenya government has warned people to brace for power cuts as the country grapples with the aftermath of deadly explosion at an oil terminal in the capital Conakry that destroyed fuel tanks and forced hundreds to flee. 14 people were killed and 190 were injured in the blast at the West African nation's main oil terminal, which rocked the Kalum district in downtown Conakry on 18th December. Russia has warned Finland of retaliatory measures after Helsinki signed a new defense agreement with Washington. Moscow's ties with the Nordic neighbor have significantly deteriorated since Finland decided to join NATO. Brazilian First Lady Rosângela Janja Lula da Silva said on Tuesday that she will sue Elon Musk on social media platform X after having her account hacked last week. More protesters joined the third week of demonstrations in Bratislava against government plans to fast-track criminal law reforms that include scrapping a special prosecutor's office focused on corruption. Hundreds of Serbian opposition supporters rallied outside the State Election Commission in Belgrade as opposition leaders went on hunger strike in the commission headquarters. Demonstrators demanded the recent snap parliamentary election be rerun amid accusations of voter registration fraud, bribery and result rigging. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said on Tuesday that the military had asked for an additional 450,000 to 5 lakh people to be mobilized into the army. Ukrainian president also said he was confident the US would not betray his country by withholding crucial wartime funding as it fights off a Russian invasion. Russian President Vladimir Putin awarded a group of soldiers who fought in Ukraine with the country's top Gold Star medals on Tuesday. French lawmakers approved a much-debated immigration bill on 19 December, with both houses of parliament giving their final approval to stricter provisions that reduce welfare payments for foreigners. New Zealand's Prime Minister Christopher Luxon said on Wednesday he would look into the benefits of joining a part of the AUKUS defence pact that focuses on shared military technology. 11 people were killed and 14 wounded in an attack at a holiday party in Mexico's Salvatierra. As Singapore's COVID-19 cases continue to rise, the country's health ministry encouraged people to wear a face mask in crowded places or when visiting vulnerable people. Despite a volcanic eruption on the Reykjanes Peninsula on 18 December and warning of potential gas pollution in the area on Wednesday, Iceland's Keflavik International Airport was functional as usual. Dutch lender ING will stop financing oil and gas exploration and production by 2040 and triple new lending to renewable energy over the next 2 years as part of an updated climate strategy. The India Met Department has predicted dense fog in isolated pockets of Punjab and Haryana over the next few days. Northwest Uttar Pradesh will also be experiencing the same over 3 days. Cold waves swept through northern India, distressing locals as they trembled in the biting cold on Wednesday morning. Temperatures in the Indian capital were as low as 6 degrees. Drinking water pipes froze in the northernmost territory of Jammu and Kashmir as temperatures plummeted to -4 degrees. Deadly earthquake in China's Gansu province on 19 December left 113 dead and 782 injured as homes and buildings crumbled. Braving sub-zero conditions, rescuers faced an uphill task on Wednesday, finding and treating survivors of the earthquake that hit a remote area in China's northwestern Gansu province. Recovery has been challenged by a powerful cold snap that has gripped most of China since last week. Temperatures around the quake epicenter fell to -15 degrees Celsius on Tuesday night as rescuers continued their work. In the heart of the Vatican, a dedicated team of 36 restoration experts working to preserve and revive the artistic treasures housed within the Vatican museums. Restorers tasked with safeguarding vast wall paintings, specifically the famed Sistine Chapel frescoes, alongside more than 5,300 oil paintings and numerous wooden statues. In Rio de Janeiro, Santas exchanged their sleighs for cycles as they rode around the city to deliver the gifts. In an environment-friendly act, members of Zona Sul Bike Club, dressed as Santa Claus, took bikes to deliver over 300 donated gifts to children in Copacabana Beach. Near Mexico City, a small pinata workshop engages Venezuelan migrants for Christmas season production. Mexican Posadas tradition involves breaking pinata, symbolizing Mary and Joseph's search for shelter before Jesus' birth. In Myanmar, the 16th Flower Dreamland Festival kicked off with an inaugural ceremony at Peen Old Winds National Lake Park. Peen Low Wind Flower Festival showcasing inventive landscape compositions featuring local and international flowers arranged and categorized within different zones. China's Guangzhou port receives delivery of Movie Fantasy World's largest luxury ro-ro ship bound for European owner Italy's Mobiline. The Movie Fantasy boasts 13 decks and accommodates 2,500 passengers and close to 800 cars within its 533 rooms. Buddhist Church continues tradition of offering solidarity houses to Catholic community in Vietnam's Quang Ninh and Ha Nam provinces during Christmas. A special ceremony by the Buddhist Church was held in Quang Ninh and Ha Nam province to inaugurate the construction of new solidarity houses. After an extensive renovation process, the stunning caves in Vietnam reopened their doors to visitors. Vietnam's Quang Binh province has recently reopened and discovered Tien Son, Va and Nuoch Nut caves, which has been upgraded with renovated walkways and stops. The TikTok trend 24 hours in Hanoi is rapidly gaining popularity, inviting travelers to explore the city's famous landmarks in an urban adventure. Notably, Hanoi's 400-year-old cultural and arts center situated at 22 Hang Buom Street stands out as one such enriching destination for travelers. Ukrainians are gearing up to celebrate their first December 25th Christmas since Russian invasion. Ukraine's main church adopts Western calendar for Christmas, differing from Russian tradition on 7th January. Hundreds of residents in South Africa's Cape Town city witnessed celebrating the festive season with joyful melodies at a carol event. The Rotary Club of Cape Town's Kirsten Bosch hosts annual carol event from 14th to 17th December. In a recent interview, actor Liz Broadway highlighted her TV series Gen V, emphasizing his willingness to delve into political and social themes that many other shows avoid. According to a survey conducted by ticket seller company, the top 10 most eagerly awaited films of 2024 predominantly comprise sequels and spin-offs, with Deadpool 3 securing the coveted #1 position. From delayed sci-fi sequel Dune Part 2 to the held-up third Deadpool movie, 2024 will see some major movie releases as the industry recovers from this year's twin Hollywood strikes. Shanghai Disney Resort is set to unveil a Zootopia-themed attraction today, strategically tapping into the growing interest in travel and immersive experiences in China post-pandemic. As per a report, rapper Kanye West has put his multi-million-dollar Tadawando designed residence in Malibu, California up for sale at a loss. Barbie director Greta Gerwig married her longtime partner and collaborator Noah Baumbach in New York City. Ahead of the release of Indian movie Salar, director Prashant Neel responded to the Prabhas-led film receiving an A certificate, stating that he didn't make a vulgar film. The advance bookings for Prabhas Salar surpassed Bollywood actor Shah Rukh Khan's film Dunki, amassing an impressive 18 crore in collection. Bollywood actor Shah Rukh Khan's film Dunki promotions went up a notch as several drones lit up the sky in Dubai as they made the formations of Shah Rukh Khan's name, his signature pose and an aeroplane. Bollywood filmmaker Karan Johar released a teaser of his new web series titled Showtime. The show is themed on nepotism, starring Imran Hashmi, Nasiruddin Shah and Moni Roy. Sports now, Indian shuttlers Chirag Shetty and Satvik Sairaj Ranki Reddy will be conferred with Major Dhyan Chand Khel Ratna Award for 2023 after India's Sports Ministry announced the National Sports Awards on Wednesday. Indian cricketer Mohammad Shami, archer Ojas Praveen Deotale, athlete Parul Chaudhary were among the names who will receive the Arjun Award. South Africa pulled level in the 3-match ODI series against India with an 8-wicket win at the St. George's Oval on Tuesday. Indian hockey team midfielder Hardik Singh was named Men's FIH Player of the Year at the Hockey Awards 2023. Indian women's hockey team captain Savita Punia won the Best Goalkeeper of the Year award. Football now, Manchester City outclassed Urawa Red Diamonds in a 3-0 victory in King Abdullah Sports City Stadium to set up a Club World Cup final showdown against Brazilian side Fluminense. After the victory, Manchester City manager Pep Guardiola said that the players will do everything to lift the only title that they don't have. City are looking to become the 4th English club to win the Club World Cup after Manchester United, Liverpool and Chelsea. Chelsea reached the Carabao Cup semi-finals. The West Londoners defeated Newcastle 4-2 after a penalty shootout. Turkish Soccer League games resumed on Tuesday, a week after a FIFA-accredited referee was attacked on the field after the final whistle blew at a Super League game. Belgian goalkeeper Thibaut Courtois has ruled himself out of next year's Summer Euro 2024 championship. Girona have to earn the right to be regarded as title contenders alongside giants Real Madrid. Alright, that's all we have in Express News. Stay tuned for more news and updates. Namaskar.